You're watching Fox 44 First Edition, and in the next 24 hours, there's a group here in Baton Rouge that's going to hold a special luncheon to talk about public education and helping cut off that school-to-prison pipeline. Joining us now to talk about it is Kaya Simmons and Christic Perry. Kaya, you work with the East Baton Rouge school system and volunteers in public schools, and you are actually a professor at Southern University. Yes. So for people that aren't familiar with this pipeline that you're referring to, can we explain that to the folks at home?
Right. So the school-to-prison pipeline speaks directly to the disproportionate tendency for youth and young adults to be incarcerated as a direct correlation to the strict and the harsh rules, disciplinary rules in the school system. So instead of behavior being modified or understanding the backgrounds of these children that come from disadvantaged backgrounds, they're being punished for their behavior. And a lot of it is attributed to, you know, either their home life or whatever they're experiencing socially, and inability to properly cope, or being youth.
Sure. So it's a sociological perspective, for sure.
Absolutely. When we look at the effects of this school-to-prison pipeline, we see several things that have changed within our school system that has caused this, or we can see that it's correlated, particularly as it relates to the policies, procedures, or the practices that are implemented for behavior. Not necessarily that behaviors for children have changed in the school system, but our policies, by creating those zero-tolerance policies, we are now penalizing students for behaviors in the school system that we didn't necessarily see in the past.
Now, based on your research, do you think this is a bigger problem in South Louisiana maybe than the rest of the nation?
Absolutely. When we look at the incarceration rate here in Louisiana, we definitely see that it is a problem. You know, when we look at our school system, the way our school system is set up, and the rules and regulations, we see children are being punished for truancy. Children are already at a disadvantage if they're missing school, and so now they're being punished. And so we have to create some direct measures or some direct policies that would affect the trauma and the things that are going on that are causing these behaviors instead of penalizing students.
Well said. Now, as far as tomorrow's event goes, it is going to be at the Goodwood Main Library upstairs there, but you have a special guest speaker.
Yes.
Tell the folks who that is.
Our guest speaker is Juvenile Court Judge Gail Grover. We typically have a panel discussion. However, she will be our solo guest speaker, and we're looking very forward to her being there. She is proficient in her perspective of this issue. It will be a Q&A. The moderator will be Dr. Walter T. Tillman, Jr. from Southern University Law Center. We expect the dynamics to be just amazing. We have invited some wonderful guests. With volunteers in public schools, our main objective is to bring in community resources into the public school system. So we have community partners. Taylor Porter will be there to speak from their experience volunteering with us and being a partner. And we also have some individual volunteers that will be there to also speak to their experience and the value of the community supporting public education.
Excellent. Well, real quick, tell people where they can get tickets.
VIPSBR.org, VIPSBR.org. The event starts at 11:30 tomorrow till 1. You can get tickets online or at the door.
$20 in advance or $25 there at the door, correct?
Yes,
and I'll have that website link also posted on our website at brproud.com along with additional information. Looking for Ms. Grover is really, you know,
yes,
active in the community
absolutely,
and the juvenile court system, so should be a really interesting event.
Absolutely.
Thank you, ladies, for being here with us this morning. And folks at home, you want to stick around.